Hello tankers and welcome to another World of Tanks replay video with me, Sir 10 Death. Today I am showing you a first for me, a Platoon video which is showing perspectives from myself and my good friend Fwaffy, me in my KV-1 with a 120mm boomstick and him in his T14, hence the name Slap and Tickle. So we're here on the Fjords map. It's a standard battle, and since we're both in heavy tanks and we're top tier, we are of course obliged to do what all heavy tanks do and head to what we call Heavy Corner in J5. I've sped up the gameplay a little bit because you don't really want to see a couple of minutes of two tanks driving around through town. I'm following Fwaffy to begin with because the T14 will arrive before KV-1 since it's a faster tank, and we're already aware of the fact that a lot of the enemies seem to be heading our way. We've got a friendly M4 Sherman who's coming along for the ride as well, and he does a pretty sound job as well as you'll see as the video goes on. So Fwaffy gets there first. He's just getting a feel for the enemy. He's going to poke the corner here, have a look and see what he can see. He's spotted a Churchill, and he's just trying to see. He knows that the front of the Churchill's turret is a weak point. He's trying to get a shot in there, but he misses it. But he does the right thing. He realises he's got a lot coming his way, so he backs up a bit. And I'm arriving at the same time. So Fwaffy's gone to work already. He's done a couple of shots onto the Churchill. And he's now starting to take damage, so he's just thinking, I'll just sit tight a little bit because there are a lot of them there. If you push the corner too hard, you're going to die fast. Already, Fwaffy's down to sort of about half health, and he's doing the right thing. He's getting a better position. Here's me arriving. This is a few seconds earlier, and I'm using the 120mm howitzer, which I love on this tank. Now, I trade shots there. I take a 74, but I do a 120 something. And I'm always comfortable with the fact that these HE shells are also maybe killing crew members or wrecking tracks and things, which I love to do. So I'm just, somehow I hit the ground there, do a big explosion, very pretty. But yeah, we're just thinking that if we push around this corner, we are going to lose, and we're going to lose fast, because there are a lot of them there. I'm hoping that that Type T14 who's got behind them is going to do some damage, but he dies pretty fast as well. So both myself, I'm taking a bit of damage. Fwaffy's on around half health, so is the M4 Sherman. So we're switching back to Fwaffy now. He's taking a bit more damage there. He's at this point in time, we are thinking this is going to be a lost game. Even though we're 3-2 up, we are going to lose this corner. The M4 takes a bit more damage, but Fwaffy now decides to do the right thing. He drops into some low ground to use that fantastic gun depression and good turret armor that he has on the T14. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to go to work. I'm trying to prevent them getting around the corner too fast, to be honest, by slowing them down a little bit, while also backing up. I've got nearly a 10-second reload on that, and that's even with 100% crew, so I have to play cautiously. So I'm just trying to wait for one of them to be daft enough to give me the side of his tank and come forward a little bit. Here I stick on auto aim because I'm not really bothered who I hit as long as I just hit somebody, but I'm now below 50% HP as well. Things are looking a bit grim. The M4's taking some damage. And we'll switch back to Fwaffy now. He's now found his good spot, and he can see he's bouncing shells one after the other. Bounce, there's another bounce. He does take some. He's taken one there, but he's giving far better than he's getting. He's bouncing a lot of shots now. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to plug away. Now, I've got this favourite spot of mine for side scraping. You've got a tank that can side scrape, something like this, or a higher level than IS-3 or something like that. You can just reverse side scrape, pop out, take a shot, drop back in, and you'll see me bouncing shots now on the side of my tank. Here they come. There's one, and there's another one, and there's me going to work. There's another shot. So I'm bouncing away now. Fwaffy's bouncing them on his turret. I'm bouncing them on the side, and these Churchills are pretty much locked down. We've got them stuck here. We aren't winning. Yeah, I wouldn't go that far. But then a VK does a silly thing. Rush of blood, drives straight in front of my big gun, and I finish him off. At the same time as I'm doing that, Fwaffy's realised he can pick off this Straswagen that's just poking around the corner. He shot him once and tracked him, so he's got time to fully aim in and make sure that he, gets him. So things are looking a bit better now. We've got the score still on the upper hand. These Churchills are still a threat. They've got very fast firing guns that can penetrate either one of us quite easily. But Fwaffy's gone to work on this one Churchill here, and although he could be killed off, he's confident that he can do a job on him. While he's busy keeping this one occupied, the other Churchill is a little bit further across. And yeah, so there's Fwaffy getting another kill there. While he is doing that, keeping that Churchill very, very busy, I am just busy plugging shots into this one as well. Okay, so we've got 2 kills each now. Well, we will have by the time you get to the point where Fwaffy catches up with me. But we've still got here a Panzer T25 who's on very high health, who's got a dangerous gun. I bounced one of his shots. We've still got to be cagey here. And this is where platooning can work very well. Fwaffy puts a lovely shot straight through the front of his turret. Now what I'm doing at this point is I'm on extremely low health. I'm on 27 hit points. I am waiting for him to take a shot so I can risk popping out. And I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. Fwaffy shoots, he shoots, and you'll see me trundle forward, slam a big HE shell into him, which gives Fwaffy the opportunity to finish him off. This is the shot from the other angle. There's the bounce. Here's me coming to put the big shell in. Fwaffy finishes. Then a funny thing happens. Something bounces off the back of my tank, and neither of us were even aware that there's an ELC who probably would have got away, except he's tunnel visioning and just parks against a cliff face, so both of us shoot him and finish him up. We're on 3 kills each. We've turned it round. It's 14-6 to us. The game is going to be won. We're going to get it, brothers in arms. What could possibly go wrong? Nothing, I hear you say. Well, some things can still go wrong if you do something a bit silly, which is what I'm about to do here. This is following my tank, my KV-1 here, and I'm aware that they've got a T67 left who's just finished off our friendly ELC, and I'm thinking what he's going to do is not stay at his base. I think he's going to push on past his base and go through the valley that's on the F line. So I think to myself, Fwaffy goes to the lower ground in case he decides to come this way, and I decide in my tank to go on the slightly higher ground, slightly above Fwaffy, to hedge our bets a bit. But I'm convinced in my mind that that T67 is going to drive straight in front of me and I'm going to get my 4th kill. So I decide just to crest this little bump, sit there and take aim. But unfortunately he's seen me. And he's seen me and he's finished me off before I've got a chance to aim in on him. So clever play from the T67. Obviously he got killed seconds later. Not the first ace tanker that I've ever got. Probably about the 7th or 8th actually in this. High caliber as well. But 44,000 credits and 4,000 XP on a non-premium tank is pretty impressive. Quite pleased with that. And if you look at the other end plate, Fwaffy and I finished top 2 by way of experience and by way of damage, and got ourselves a bag full of medals as well. I hope you've enjoyed this Platoon video. I intend to do some more of them, and thanks very much to Fwaffy. I hope you subscribe. Thank you very much. Goodbye.